What's up, guys? I don't have a new special effects kind of video for you today, but instead of saying I don't have a new video for you, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna preface this story by saying that as a person who does most of his work online, I get a lot of comments that are hateful, as everyone who works online gets. I suck, you're a sellout, why aren't you as funny as you used to be? Overall, just really angry and hateful things that just don't make any sense to me why people are spending their time writing them. Anyways, I've kind of come up with something to deal with that sort of thing, and that is just to smile and wave. And to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about, here's a little story for you. One afternoon, I was on my way to the mall. I was driving. So I'm driving along. All of a sudden, this guy, he's got a shaved head, hip closed, music cranked way too loud, comes flying out and almost hits me. Out of complete instinct, I slam on the horn, whip around him, barely missing him by inches, and I look at him, I'm like, what? And then I keep going. So I could go park and go into the wonderful mall. I come around the corner, I'm about to park. This guy comes flying up where you're supposed to leave. He comes in the wrong way, flies in front of my car and stops, screeches to a halt. I slam on my brakes, whoa! And this guy is freaking out. Mother, how dare you at me? You're a piece of and I freaking hate. Oh my God, how dare you honk at me? What is going on? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, obviously he didn't realize he had a yield sign. So I politely reminded him, you had a yield sign. You, how dare you talk at me? You want to go? I'm gonna fight you right now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What is going on? I scream at him like, dude, you have a yield sign. You can't just go through a yield sign. You have to yield for oncoming traffic. He's screaming his lungs off. I'm screaming. She's screaming as well. You got a yield sign? You got a yield. You, I'm gonna you up. I'm gonna come on and you. Meanwhile, the guy has a buddy in the seat next to him doing this. We're all freaking out. Everybody's freaking out. He's yelling, I'm yelling, she's yelling, everybody's yelling, and it hits me. Why am I arguing with this guy? So what do? I'm just like, later. I crank the wheel, go around him, I leave. So I get out of the situation. What made me really happy about that decision was I looked in my rearview mirror. I see this guy, he has created a traffic jam now because he came in the wrong way. Now there's all these people trying to get out. And what do I see inside the car as I'm driving away? I can't believe you're By smiling, waving, and leaving the situation, I actually made him angrier, which I thought was the most brilliant and funniest, hilarious thing that could happen. And that made me so happy. Let me tell you another story. So there was another time I was driving, minding my own business, nothing going on. All of a sudden, this woman comes flying up to me. I have no idea why this lady was freaking out. She flies up next to me and she is like doing the whole thing where she's driving and I don't know if she thinks that window, like I don't understand what you're saying. All I see is. So in that situation, I was like, what is going on? Why are you freaking out? So all I did was go, you know what she did? I can't believe you. Now you probably think I'm joking with all the arm flailing and whatever, freaking out. No, that is exactly what she and the other guy did. Full on banging the steering wheel, just punching everything and screaming at the top of their lungs. I couldn't help but think, wow, smiling and waving at people that just have this ball of negativity is the best way to deal with those kinds of people. What you should do is just smile and wave.